Good afternoon. We are gathered today on Treaty 6 territory, and I acknowledge the Métis people who share a deep connection to the land. I'm Julia Hayter, the Alberta NDP critic for the status of women. I'm joined today by Mona Koch, who has lost her family doctor through a lottery system, and by Muna Ahmed, who has been searching for a female family physician now for over a year. You're going to hear from Muna shortly. It has been more than 300 days since Danielle Smith promised Albertans she would fix our healthcare system in 90 days. And it's been more than 175 days since she declared that the crisis in healthcare was over. Danielle Smith has not fixed healthcare, and she lied to Albertans when she declared that the crisis was over. Emergency departments in communities throughout rural Alberta continue to experience temporary closures on a regular basis. Wait times to see a doctor in urban emergency rooms are routinely spiking to 12 hours and beyond. There's just 2 OBGYNs in Lethbridge, and in Alberta's 4th largest city, and hundreds and thousands of Albertans remain without a family doctor. And right here in Edmonton, there are currently no female family doctors accepting new patients. It is absolutely appalling that in the 2nd largest city in Alberta and in the capital of our province, we do not have a single female family doctor currently available to accept new patients. The UCP's ongoing refusal to admit that there is a crisis in our healthcare system and that their failed plans have only exacerbated the crisis and is impacting the health and well-being of so many Albertans. I would like to invite Muna to the mic.
Thank you, Julia. Around a year and a half ago, my family doctor, who happened to be a woman, retired. Since then, I've been facing an ongoing challenge in finding a female physician who's accepting new patients. The shortage of female doctors in Edmonton is a matter of deep concern for me, particularly as it has a significant impact on Muslim women like myself. It is disheartening to see how this gender gap affects our access to healthcare services. As a Muslim woman, I find it extremely difficult to discuss personal health matters with male physicians due to cultural and religious considerations. This has led me to postpone regular checkups and only seek medical attention in cases of emergencies, as I struggle to find a female doctor who's available to take new patients. The absence of female representation in the medical field leaves me feeling unheard and misunderstood, in a place where I should feel safe and cared for. The need to compromise on my comfort and trust in medical professionals solely due to the absence of gender diversity within the healthcare system is incredibly frustrating.
Thank you, Muna, for sharing your concerns with us today. My caucus colleagues and I have heard from several other women in Edmonton who also far prefer having a female physician but not being able to find one who's taking new patients. We first met with Mona in February when she joined us at a media conference to share the shocking news that she had lost her family doctor that she's had for 8 years through a lottery system. Since that time, Mona has not been able to find a female doctor taking new patients, so although she would much prefer a female physician, she recently reluctantly made the decision to see her partner's male physician when the opportunity arose. Our caucus office has used the AHS Find a Doctor website to conduct several searches for availability of physicians in the Edmonton area. We have confirmed on repeated dates over the past several weeks that there is not a single female doctor accepting patients and only a few male doctors. Albertans like Muna and Mona deserve to see a female family physician. Danielle Smith and the UCP's government must admit there is a crisis in healthcare, get their heads out of the sand and work collaboratively to fix it. They should also start addressing their broken credentialing system and focus on new incentives to attract healthcare workers. They have failed over and over again, and Albertans are suffering the results. Albertans deserve healthcare where and when they need it, and female patients deserve to see a family doctor who is female. It is what is best for them. The Alberta NDP will stop until a real plan is presented to end the crisis in healthcare. We stand here ready to help the UCP, but we will not stand by and say and do nothing while Albertans are in a healthcare crisis. Thank you. and we were happy to take your questions.
Thank you. Just a reminder, if you're on Zoom, it's the raise hand function. If you're on the phone, it's *9. Just check if there's any questions in here. I think that you're good to go.
I'll wait until they're done on the phone, and then if there's not anything, I'll ask them.
It looks like they're done on the phone.
Oh, they're done on the phones. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I guess it's all me. You mentioned that you were looking at helping the UCP. What is your plan, and what does the NDP have in mind to try and end the crisis with the doctors in the province?
Well, we've made the suggestions of the credentialing program and trying to speed that up. Right now, there's been a war on doctors and the mishandling of our healthcare system. We need to right now be looking at as a viable province to be attracting more professionals and doctors to come and serve us.
Excellent. Either one of you ladies, if you might be able to explain just why it's so important for you, I know you addressed it a bit, to have that access to a female doctor as opposed to a male doctor.
Where do I start? I had my female doctor, and as you know, us women, we do tend to have certain problems or issues that come up that I think is only addressed by a female physician. I don't believe a family of a male doctor can understand our issues the way a woman doctor can.
And I think I mentioned the religious and cultural considerations, and sometimes it just provides a sense of comfort and feeling heard and understood, and not having to explain ourselves. And I think it's just feeling comfortable and safe to go to seek medical attention or relatable. That piece of relatability, I think, is very important. Thank you.
I think that we need to remember that, for us, sometimes it's a very intimate appointment. Sometimes you might be needing to talk to somebody about past assaults. You're talking about traumas. You're talking about childbirth. And in those intimate appointments, it's that comfort level of being able to have a female physician to discuss openly the issues. And I think women deserve to have the right to have a woman doctor if that's their thing. And it's shocking right now that we don't have enough doctors in our province, and that women in rural Alberta are having to travel just to have a baby. So.
We'll just go to one more call. Check for questions on the phone. It's the *9. Raise your hand on Zoom. And seeing no questions, that concludes our press conference for today.